And then Rolling Stones, Johnny Lang at the Myriad.
That right there, to me, the smallest, what can I say? I love the Rolling Stones. They're my life. Keith Richards is
Sold out 14,091. And then $1,000,000, 200,000.
that wasn't nothing to them, but it was like you said, the second smallest date on the tour. The first being a club. Also, I bought up the whole. Yeah, I tried to buy a quarter of the arena, and I sat on the front row. I had this girlfriend at the time, was just gorgeous, and she's still my friend today. But the cool part about that show was we actually somehow or another, me and Brad White had met these guys and Rob Miller, and they said they were friends of the Stones, friends of Ronnie Wood, and they did art. So could we do an art show? And so me and Brad, we kicked it up, and we got Rob involved because he had the cat. And we said, hey, dude, we got a chance to do Ron Wood's art exhibition. First off, everybody thought it was bullshit. Second of all, we got the brewery up top to give us the building. And then we put all this art in there, and we had invitations, and a select few could go in. And I think, and they gave Brad and Rob passes to it. I didn't get one then, and but I didn't really care because I had front row and a hot chick, and it was just on fire. And I think we did $26,000 or $30,000 in art sales, which was the biggest they had on a tour. And these guys, I think one of the dudes' name was Dickie, but they were from Arizona, and they fought. The Stones have people that follow them around. The Stones are the type of band that I've learned through the many years, and I've seen them over 50 times. They're every old school way you could ever imagine. They're the greatest rock and roll band in the world. They don't need somebody to scalp their VIP tickets. They do it themselves. They don't need, to this day, you can call a number if you know the number, and they'll ask you how much you want to spend, and they'll put you wherever you want to be, in whatever city you want to be in. And yes, this was also the time when they were here in '97. I vaguely met them. I got my British to Babylon record signed. We saw the sighting. But at this show, at the Myriad, the next day, who was it? NSYNC was playing. And so where do you find the Stones? The Stones were at the nicest hotel. They had come from Dallas. They stayed at the Waterford. They also had and so the bar at the Waterford was happening. And, I went with this hot girl. We went to the hotel, hung out. Here they are. They're out there, they had this one area where they love snooker. So they had this private snooker table on there. And if you got over the other side, you were in their their little area. And I made it all the way inside to their little area and got to hang out and just chill. It was just godlike experience, And I'll never forget the girl I was with. She's talking to Bernard Fowler, the black guy, the singer, and she's asking him if he's in NSYNC, and he tells her, "No, ma'am, I'm in the Rolling Stones." And so it was just Oklahoma City. The song Route 66. They played it. Everything that I could have ever imagined that night happened. It was one of the greatest times of memories I have in my life, because usually I'm used to going to see the Stones in Paris, Dallas, Houston, Kansas City, wherever. But for them to be right downtown in Oklahoma City, they hadn't been there in '64 they played the Wedgwood, and just bypassed the market. They played Norman because OU needed a grass field, and they helped them buy it by letting them play there. But the Myriad, it was one of those, I call them magic. It's like a night that when you have magic, it'll be one you'll never forget. So how do you top that? But Oklahoma City, Stones, and through selling tickets, I got to meet a lot of people from all over the world. Fly in, they don't care, they'll spend the money. I'm a Stones fan, I know.